Hello sports fans, welcome back to another video. This video is an interesting one. So we're going to predict this year's election based on the Super Bowl. Keep in mind with this video, I don't want to start a war politically with this video or anything. I just find this observation really interesting. Please, no hate comments. I know they may happen anyway. Anyway, let's dive into this. Let's go back to the election of 2008. Barack Obama won the presidential election in a landslide victory over John McCain. He became the first black president. What else happened in 2008, you may ask? Well, there was a Super Bowl between the Giants and the Patriots. In the Super Bowl, the Pats were heavily favored, but they lost the underdog Giants. And the Pats had the legendary duo of Brady and Belichick, while the Giants had Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning. This game is famous for the helmet catch, along with the Pats' undefeated season coming to an end. Widely regarded as one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time and the biggest upsets in sports history. So you might wonder, why does this matter? I already know these things. Well, in 2012, Obama wins again, not as heavily as in 2008, but a pretty convincing margin overall, this time against Mitt Romney. Now in 2012, who played in the Super Bowl, you may ask? The Giants and Patriots again. The Pats were favored, not as much this time, but they were still favored nonetheless. Guess what happens? They lose. So another great catch by Mario Manningham, this time down the sidelines. And once again in this Super Bowl, Giants scored again with less than a minute to take the lead. And once again, the Pats had a shot to end up winning the game on the next drive, but it was kind of a long shot because they needed a Hail Mary type of play. So you heard that right. In 2008 and 2012, Obama wins. The Giants beat the Pats in the Super Bowl in a game that they're underdogs and winning or scoring the last touchdown in the final minute. I don't know about you, but that's pretty crazy to me. Fast forward to 2020, where Trump ends up losing in a close election to Biden. This was one of the closest elections in history, with multiple swing states just being decided, by like not even a few percentage points, like less than that. And what else happened in this year? The Chiefs beat the Niners in the Super Bowl. Mahomes' second year as a starter. And in this game, the 49ers were in control for most of the game. But guess what happened? They made questionable calls down the stretch and ended up losing. Chiefs were led by Mahomes and the Reed duo, while the Niners had Shanahan and Garoppolo. Maybe you already see the connection. Maybe you don't. But let me tell you it right now. So in 2024, we have, wait for it, the Niners and the Chiefs once again in the Super Bowl. And the game plays out just like it did in 2020. What happens? The Niners control much of the game, but they're not able to outplay the Chiefs in the last stretch of the game. Once again, too, they make questionable calls in this situation. Based on this, I think that Trump will lose the election again. And I'm willing to say there'll be a close one too, just like in 2020. Yes. I know there's some differences in the Super Bowls. The Chiefs were only favored in 2020, and the QBs for the Niners changed from Garoppolo to Purdy. But to me, it's all too crazy to ignore and think it's not just a coincidence. I don't know about you, but this is crazy. I can't think of another time where the Super Bowls and the elections lined up like this, with the same matchup in the Super Bowl, and at least, one candidate being in both of the elections. Isn't this pretty crazy? I think it's pretty crazy. My prediction for the election, based on the Super Bowl. Like I said before, I'm not trying to start a war or anything. I'm just having some fun here with a little prediction based on the Super Bowl. I understand there could be tension over this, but please, I just appreciate no hate comments or anything like that, and I hope you find it as interesting as I do. I'm not trying to campaign in any way with this. It's just, I don't know. I think that I always thought about how 2008 and 2012 had Obama winning in the Giants Super Bowl, but I didn't really see this until like a couple months ago, and I just think it's crazy. I don't even know what the odds of this are or how to explain it, but honestly, that's just my prediction and everything. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more.